Welcome, my dear students and friends. Today we shall have the topic of Indian Constitution of Class 8, Lesson 1, Civics. So, Civics Lesson 1, Class 8, first chapter is Indian Constitution. Before going to discuss about Indian Constitution, we must know India has the largest written constitution in the world, which contains 448 articles, 22 chapters, and 12 schedules. It is the longest written in the world because everything has been written in detail. So, regarding the contents of this chapter, you must be knowing. Because if the contents are with us, then it will be easier for us to grasp the entire chapter. So far as the contents are concerned, number one is Constitution, its meaning and definition. A student must be knowing the meaning and definition of a constitution because confusions always come to this. Then about Indian Constitution, we have to discuss its articles, schedules, chapter, type of constitution, making of Indian Constitution, its adoption and enforcement, without which Indian Constitution is incomplete. Then we shall discuss need of a constitution, why a constitution is needed in a democracy, or every country why they require a constitution. Then Nepal's struggle for democracy, it is given as an example how Nepal, a small country, struggled for democracy, to remove monarchy and to have a democratic constitution, because it is the need of the hour. Then key features of Indian Constitution, important features: federalism, parliamentary form of government, separation of powers, fundamental rights, and secularism. Then we have to discuss about Constituent Assembly, which has made the Constitution, which has given birth to the Constitution. Then Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who has played a crucial role, important role in the making of our Constitution. Without B.R. Ambedkar, the Constitution will be incomplete. Then we have to discuss the concept of state. Confusion will be cleared. What is a state in the real sense? Then what is government, sovereignty, and some terms are there which sometimes create problems. Arbitrary, ideal, Indian national movement, polity, trafficking, tyranny. Then fundamental rights in detail. Though it is a key feature we have discussed, but we have to discuss fundamental rights in detail. It is very important for Indian students. Then last is DPSP, or Directive Principles of State Policy. So these are the contents. So now one by one we will discuss Constitution. Constitution is a written document which contains fundamental laws by which a country is governed. So whenever a question is asked regarding constitution, many people, many children, they are giving different views. Some are saying it is a book. Some are saying it is a rule, it is a law. Many things they are saying. But the fullest definition of a constitution is it is a written document containing fundamental laws by which a country is governed. Or you can say the supreme fundamental law of the country. It is the supreme fundamental law of the country. Then about Indian constitution, some important facts. It was drafted by the Constituent Assembly. So every constitution is drafted or written or made by a Constituent Assembly. So Constituent Assembly is the assembly or group of people really who make the constitution. And after making the constitution, it dissolves. So our Constituent Assembly of India was constituted in 1946 and it was dissolved in 1949 after giving us this great constitution. So from 1946 to 49 for long 3 years, exactly 2 years, 11 months and 18 days, it sat and made the constitution. It was adopted on 26th November 1949. So our constitution was given to us, or we accepted or adopted it on 26th November 1949. But it came into force, or it worked out, it was implemented, enforced on 26th January 1950, which became the Republic Day for India. It has 448 articles, 22 chapters and 12 schedules. Such a long written constitution. In the beginning it had 395 articles, but the article numbers are increasing day by day. Some amendments are going on, and according to the change of time, the constitution is changing. It has a preamble as an introduction which contains the basic ideals of our constitution. Every constitution has a preamble. This preamble concept has been adopted by the American Constitution in 1787. When America became independent in 1776 from British rule, its constitution was made in 1787, that is Philadelphia Convention, and they have accepted a preamble. Preamble is the introductory part of the constitution which contains the basic ideals. From the preamble anybody can know about the constitution, nature of constitution. So it is the mirror of constitution, you can say. It is the reflection of constitution, it is the index of constitution, and it is the face of constitution, you can say. Then need of a constitution. Why do we need a constitution? A constitution is needed for the following reasons. It lays out certain ideals that form the basis of the kind of the country that citizens aspire to live in. So it means the ideals that a nation needs, a group of citizens need, the citizens of a country need, that are included in the constitution. So constitution speaks of ideals of a nation. So from the constitution anybody can know what type of country it is, what are its ideals, what are its principles. Second, it tells us about the fundamental nature of our society. The nature of the society, the features of society, aspects of society, quality of society can be known by its constitution. It serves as a set of rules and principles for a country to be governed. This is very important definition of constitution. So it contains the rules, principles, fundamental laws by which a country is governed. It helps to govern the country. It upholds the ideals of a nation and includes the form of government and its making. So in the constitution the form of government is written and how it will be made, elected, formed. Every principle, rules and regulations are given. It defines the nature of a country's political system. What type of polity or political system the country adopts, that will be given or defined in the Constitution. It plays a crucial role or important role in laying out certain important guidelines that governs the decision making of a society. How decisions will be taken in the parliament, majority and minority matters, and the major decisions by our government, elected bodies, ministers, everything will be have been given in the Constitution. They will follow the Constitution. It provides safeguards against the misuse of authority by political leaders. Lord Acton has said, power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So, political leaders may be corrupted. History has shown us in different countries how people have become dictators. That's why it safeguards or saves us so that political people cannot misuse their power, and it will check them, control them. It has fixed, prescribed, it has limited the powers of the leaders. It guarantees the rights of citizens and saves them from discrimination. So, discrimination between majority and minority on caste basis, religion, language basis can be removed by the help of Constitution. Constitution guarantees the rights of citizens, mainly the fundamental rights. It ensures that a dominant group does not use its power against the other. The dominant group, majority group, cannot exploit, dominate the minority. Constitution is the safeguard. It protects the minority from the domination of a majority and provides equal opportunity to the minorities. So, equal opportunity, equality before law, all are given in the Constitution. Constitution protects, it safeguards, it saves the minority from domination. And lastly, it saves us from ourselves whenever we go against a larger interest which might have adverse effect on the people. So nobody can go against a larger interest. Constitution will break. Constitution will forbid. Constitution will not allow or permit, so that nobody can dictate the people, nobody can exploit the people, nobody can force the people to do the things which are unsocial, which are unconstitutional, which are illegal. So today I think we have discussed about the meaning of constitution, written document by which country is ruled, need of a constitution. Without constitution we cannot rule, democratic government cannot function, no government can function. So constitution is the need of the hour. And we have discussed how the constitution has been made. Constituent Assembly is the maker of constitution. And in the next phase we have to discuss about the other things, key features, fundamental rights, B.R. Ambedkar's role, and etc. etc. Thank you very much.